EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston Texans, and NRG Stadium. Tonight, the third of three on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Throwing right away is Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. His first catch in the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. Patrick to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium. And now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
Hey, south. Here we go. Hey, kick. Mikey Texas.
Crowd begins with a pass. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Mike, Tony. 11. Hey, foul. Look at high. Hey, uno.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Nico Collins. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run here with Mixon. They'll get a yard or two to the 8. 2nd and goal.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Oh, and...
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
3rd and goal.
19 Texans. All right. 18. That's it.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is 4th and goal.
4th down and goal.
And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He's got it to the 14-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He's up the sideline to the 25. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
A give here to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from Houston coming up in a moment. First and 10. Here's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. This caught right side by Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A handoff to Pacheco. He'll take this down to the 23. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is second and 6. To throw is Mahomes. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, they go with Pacheco. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got enough. They convert on third down.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on fourth down by what they call on third down. So I think after that third down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on fourth down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on third.
Mahomes quickly out to right. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Hey, south. Why, Tony. Hey.
Now Stroud. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run right side with Pacheco. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, KC.
1st down.
2 minutes to play. 1st half. All tied at 7. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
2nd and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So now it's Buster following the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Oh, ready? Level. 118. What's that?
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll get about 2. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
Made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's going to take this past the 45 That's good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tony.
Back to throw. Stroud. This one complete to Jordan.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
50-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
18. What's that? 19 Texans.
From the gun here on 3rd down. It's under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Texans set to punt this one away. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. That is taken at the 10. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
At their own 14-yard line.
Mahomes on first down. That's taken in by Brown. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. We'll stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Rolling right. He keeps it himself. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. To throw is Mahomes. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll go play action with Stroud. That was a quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
White Tony. 11.
On play action, Stroud. He'll take a shot for Watson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. He's going to try it here again. That's hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal.
Here we go, let's go.
Throwing is Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
And I really like the play call, especially given this situation. But remember, these defensive players, they get paid too. So even though it's maybe something they weren't necessarily prepared all week to defend, they got the stop before he was able to score.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. Mixon. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
The offense staying put. 4th and goal from the 2.
18. Look the hot.
To throw, it's Stroud. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short gain. It is second and 9. Once again, it's Pacheco. Into the secondary, past the 15. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there, and the Chiefs have a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. Forced out wide. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 4. Off the play fake. Mahomes in trouble, and down he goes. Back the former defensive rookie of the year, Will Anderson, gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Throwing is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. Fourth down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
26-yard line.
Under.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Second down throw for Stroud. Again, working deep downfield. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
One quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's second and 2.
11. 18. Hey. Hey, uno.
the gun. Here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
18, what's up?
Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay game. So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Complete, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On second down, Pacheco. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, 57, 57. Where's it?
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Forced to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
15.
They'll run with Pacheco. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
motion with Mahomes. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punt. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
19 Texans.
On first down, it's Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20s. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. Here's Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And third down coming up.
Oh, Eric.
Stroud going to set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds. It would be a first down, however. There is a flag down. It looks like it is on the offense. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
Tony.
Here's Stroud. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Let's see what they do here. This is fourth and long.
Under. 18. Outside. Alert the hot.
Stroud. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
South. How's the tonight? What? 18. White Tony. 11. 19 Texans. 12.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Out to his right. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
On 2nd down, Stroud. That is caught. What a throw. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now a big spot here for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Uno.
Stroud to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. Still going. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
16. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. What's the play call here? 4th down and 7.
It's 4th down.
Tony. 11. Punky. South.
Back to throw. Stroud. That's taken in. He's going to have a Texans first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
All right. 118. What's that?
They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he is out of bounds. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull any sort of comeback.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. That's dropped off to Pacheco. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Fielded at the 9. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. come up for 1st and 10.
Go, bro. 18. What's that? 11.
Throwing is Stroud. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Uno. 18. What's that? Why, Tony.
To throw, it's Stroud. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
To throw is Stroud. This is hot. He got the connection to Collins. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
18. What's up?
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Hey, south. Hey, uno more. 19 Texans.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
Yellow.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll That'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Houston, good night, everyone.